Consultant and mentor. Today is another pep talk. I feel that is very important for the week. And so, what day would this be coming out? It's okay for the week. All right. Basically, it's be the first. Okay. Um, be the first meaning don't do what everyone else is doing. Take what they have been doing, then create your own situation. Okay. In high school, I did what everyone was doing, which was I was league good. And then when league was over, I went to CIF and I realized I'm the only person at CIF. So I just subconsciously found my way out of CIF to go do what they were doing. It's okay that you're different. It's okay that you're on a different route. You're supposed to be. If you want to go Division One, well, only a certain percent of people go Division One, which means only a certain percent are going to be achieving the goals you set for yourself. Only a certain percent are going to be staying after work to do the training that you need. Only a certain percent have the GPA that you have. Only a certain percent receive the experiences that you receive, right? It's a very small percent, which means your friend circle might be smaller also because those people are the ones that are doing also what you're doing. Okay? Now, if you're from a school that doesn't have state champions, well then be the first. If you don't know what state championship looks like, go find a state champion and interview that person. The biggest concept that I've received is like I'm not trying to create a brand new wheel. I'm not trying to create something different. But what I'm trying to do is get out of what people normally do. If people always get up and they work out this way and they set goals like this, great. Is there a way to set goals better? Is there a way to do things what I'm doing, but make it easier process? Do I have to train 5 hours a day? Or can I do 2 hours a day and get 10 times the results? Dominique Rotolo is an athlete that I've worked with. We worked together for, I think, 10 years, since 12 till now. And she was doing really well. And I was like, okay, she made it to nationals. And at nationals, let me go even back. Geez. When she was 12, we were at the California State Games and she was jumping, I don't know, 13, 14 feet. And I was like, you can jump 17 feet. Like, I don't understand why you keep not believing this, but I know you can jump 17 feet. I'm like, girls your age jump 17 feet. She was like, no, they don't. Like, she's like, I'm better than most of my peers. And I was like, okay, at the California State Games, we're going to find some athletes that are really talented and you're going to see what I mean. And as she's jumping this 14-foot jump, she has a foul, and this foul is 17 feet. I'm like, I'm telling you, that's what you can do. And then all of a sudden, we hear cheers, like roaring cheers about someone jumping. Well, it was Tara Davis. He jumped 18-1, same age. And basically, that she was like, okay, I'm not good enough. This and that. I'm like, you can train to be just as good as she is. So then fast forward the next year, she's jumping 16-10. Now, basically what I told her she can jump before. And she's jumping really well. And again, another announcement. We have a new 13, 14-year-old division champion, 19 feet, 11 and a quarter, I believe. 19 feet, 11 was the mark, but whatever fraction from there. I think she still has that record. She did it in Houston, Texas at the Nationals, 2014. And she was like, I'm over here trying to get 17. She's jumping almost 20 feet, and she got really discouraged. And I was like, I promise you, both Tara Davis and this girl, whoever jumped the 1911, set the goal to jump 1911. Since it's the record, no one's ever done that. So she was being different, right? So the next year, I was like, you need to set your goals for the year, for the season. Set your goals for your dream goals. And she wrote down, I want to jump 50 feet in triple jump. At that time, she was jumping 33. And she had just started jumping. So then fast forward her freshman year of high school, She jumped 37.6 was her freshman year record. And it's like you improved 4 feet just like that. The next year gained 1 foot to 38.4. The next year went 41 feet 7 inches, right? Fast forward to now, her personal best is 44.9 and a quarter. She was also a Pac-12 champion. And she was able to go to her dream school, Oregon, and then transfer into her original dream school, which was SC. And so what I'm getting at is like, she was always a athlete that did things differently. And she first looked up to Kyra and Jazz, which were two other jumpers for the high school that both went to D1 colleges. And then she then was by herself. And so what I say to you is like, set your goals and be different. If your goal is something that someone else has already achieved, well, then it's not different. It's the same. Does it make any sense? Why would you want to live the same life someone has already lived before? Or you can take what they did and how they got there and do it better, right? I'm not sure where you live or where you're watching from, but there are multiple burger stands around where you live. And one person made a burger and another person made it better. The other person said, we're going to forget the hamburger. We're going to put it in the chicken, make it a chicken sandwich, and just kept developing it, right? There's a reason why In-N-Out is doing so well, because they make their burgers differently. They kept their menu different. They kept it simple. They didn't add all these things, right? They keep it very simple and they make the best version of it. Be the best version of yourself. Stop trying to compare yourself to other people. Yes, there's a million athletes that compete in track and field every single year, but there's one that wins and one that sets the trend. Okay. In our state, there's only one state champion. So then who is that person going to be? Is it going to be you? It can be. If it is you, then set the goal and say yes to whatever that comes along with it. Right? Like, don't set the goals that are normal. Get outside the box. There's this phrase they say, shoot for the stars, lands on the moon or whatever. Like, that makes so much sense. The reality is, if you're doing something that someone's already done, it's not normal. It's regular. Be different in your ways. Set the pace. Set the trend. Right? I took in sociology this class, and basically they talked about like it was an exercise, and this one girl walked off at the beach, right, and was dancing like all weird and doing this weird dance. Everyone's looking at her like, this girl's weird. Like, that's weird. And then someone says, it's weird, but it's kind of cool. And then walks over there and joins this weird dance thing. And then someone else joins. And then someone else joins. All of a sudden, everyone but one person is doing this weird dance thing. Now, who's the weird person now? The person that's sitting there not doing what everyone else is doing. Flip the script. Be the first to do it. Be the one that is the weird person at first dancing, and then that weird becomes something very special, right? Be that person. Set the tone. Join this group of people, because now that one person who's doing the weird dance thing now has friends. It can say, what else can we do from here? How else do we make this weird dance even more fun? How do we innovate this? Great. Start a new weird thing. And people will move over. Be the person of this trend. And it all starts with you setting your goals and getting outside of reality. All right. I know it's a short one today, but yeah. Till next.